I now move to invite Jagdish Patankar, Executive Chairman, MMActiv, uh, Skytech Communications, to come and give us a peek into FUTURISE, which is really going to dominate the Bangalore Tech Summit conversation. Mr. Patankar, who's a speaker here, is a co-founder and executive chairman of MMActiv, as I mentioned, India's leading company in tech events, branding and corpcom, and having curated over 200 national and international B2B events. It's over to Jagdish.
Good noon, everyone. It's such a pleasure to stand here amongst friends from the industry, from scientific fraternity, from government, young students. I mean, it's always a great pleasure to connect with all of you, work with all of you, and contribute in, giving shape to Bengaluru Tech Summit. I'm sure most of you who are present here know a lot about Bengaluru Tech Summit. But it's always good to go back the memory lanes. I love to live in the past for two reasons. One, it's always great. It gives me goosebumps when you look back. But it also reminds us of the standard that we have set. And it helps us set the new goals. The new goals which will go beyond the past, new goals which will take us into the future, take everybody along, and that is what is the fun of looking. That is why they say that the one who's looking into the future must look at the history. And that is why I'm going to start my short presentation with a small glimpse into the 27th edition of Bengaluru Tech Summit, which happened at Bangalore Palace, not too far away. It was just last year in the month of November. So here are the glimpses of Bengaluru Tech Summit. I request my friends on the console to Trust me, what you saw here is a great effort put together by the entire ecosystem over the last 27 years. And that is the reason why Bengaluru Tech Summit is now recognized as India's flagship event, where entire India comes together to meet the world. And with that kind of a benchmark that has been created over the years with Bengaluru Tech Summit starting way back in 1998 at IT.com, today it brings all the players together, and the scale at which it is growing, we have made a big decision this year. So the theme FUTURISE. Actually, yeah, when we started thinking about the future or the theme that we should have for the coming edition, we felt that post-pandemic, the speed at which the change is happening, to some people it is scary, to some people it is exciting. Because the future is rising at a phenomenal pace. Question is whether we are going to be the future shapers, whether we are going to be future makers, or whether we are going to be future followers. The choice is up to us. We have to participate no matter what, whether we are going to lead from the front or whether we are going to accept the change that is going to happen. And Bangalore is always at the forefront. So Bangalore will show the way for India, Bangalore will show the way for the world at Bangalore Tech Summit. And that is why in the next few slides, I am going to quickly share with you what is in store at Bangalore Tech Summit. We are moving this event from the lovely Bangalore Palace, and it actually breaks my heart when I say this, that we are moving out of Bangalore Palace, because Bangalore Palace is the place, iconic place where this event has taken shape over the years. However, you have to move on in life. And when you move on in life, you go to do better things. And we are moving to BIEC, Bangalore International Exhibition Center. And I must thank our own community, TIE, for showing us in a way the way. Because last year when we worked with them very closely for TIE Global, we realized that with Metro starting, the kind of world-class infrastructure that this particular venue offers to all of us, the time has come for Bengaluru Tech Summit to go to BIEC. And as you decide to go to BIEC, what happens? What happens is, it's as simple as you say, I have to take a big leap. And that is where you have to think of from leapfrogging to pole vaulting. A famous line, none other than Dr. Arima Shilkar, who spoke at Bengaluru Tech Summit just year before last and gave this mantra to everyone that leapfrogging is not enough. It is the pole vaulting, it is the quantum leap that we have to look at. And with that intention, we are moving to BIC, we are growing in scale. There are 6 pillars on which this entire event is built. The first pillar is trends, because the entire event brings best of the global speakers to really look at which are the major changes which are going to transform the industry. So whether it is, the big thing that we think of is AI or quantum or CRISPR technology and so on and so forth, you will see here best of the world speakers giving you insights on that. At the same time, you will have domain specific, whether it is the entire landscape of IT, deep tech, digital health or biotech, startups ecosystem or the global collaborations. We have again world-class speakers, almost more than 600 speakers coming together. Bengaluru Tech Summit has now truly become a business platform. So right from legacy companies to the startup, from the remotest of the city, remotest of the village, from Karnataka or from Assam or from any other, northeastern state, let's say, we have participants coming here and participating in the event. Any event, celebration is at the heart of it, and we have enough of it. We have IT Export Awards championed by STPI. Dr. Sanjay Tyagi is here, and I'm looking forward to taking again a quantum leap this year in taking these awards to the next level. We have Smart Bio Awards, we have Startup Ecosystem Awards, and Exhibition Awards as well. Karnataka has always focused on talent pool, and that is where the world's biggest IT quiz is done by Karnataka in collaboration with TCS, and the finals happen here. Same way we do biotech quiz. We bring best of the youngsters presenting their papers, and there is a pitching session for startups, particularly the future founders, which is organized over here. And of course, the 6th pillar that we have added this year is experiential. We want to make this event experiential by making it more green, creating opportunities for exploring Bangalore and industry outreach and so on and so forth. These are the different components of the event. We have multi-track conference, we have mega exhibition. This third thing I would like to draw your attention to, Future Makers Conclave. This is something very, very exciting we are doing this year. India USA Tech Conclave, Global Innovation Alliance, Global Leaders Conclave, Startup Pitching Session. We are bringing best of the investors face to face at startups at different stages to explore the possibility of collaborations, M&A, investment, and so on and so forth. Startup mentoring from one to many. Once again, I will depend on TIE to take the lead in doing this. Lab to Market is another significant initiative where we are working with best of the research labs in the country and bringing the translational research and technologies to the market through BTS. And then, of course, there is a very focused B2B and marketing and networking. And then I spoke about the IT Export Awards and the other things. So, what do we really expect out of this such a large event? There is something for everyone to make sure that the entire ecosystem comes together. So, while traditionally we looked at IT in deep tech, we added electro-silicon track last year. We have digital health and biotech as an important track, startup ecosystem, India USA Tech Conclave, where Subi Chaturvedi and her colleagues help us tremendously in putting this together, and global collaboration with government of Karnataka's 30 odd GI partner countries who come forward in doing that. But this year, under the direction of Shri Chris Gopal Krishnan, he is here, he is the chairman of Vision Group on IT, he and his colleagues have really helped us give direction. And this year, I am very happy to share with you that we are adding 4 verticals or 4 focus tracks. One is AI Universe. Just now we heard a beautiful, insightful address on the future of AI and how India can create a niche or carve out a position for itself amongst the battle of the 2 or 3 biggies. There is a strong focus on defense and space tech. No need to talk about the significance of this in the present context. Finverse, because Karnataka and Bangalore is emerging now as the national capital, and My Planet, My Future, another very interesting program in collaboration with some of the key players from United Nations, focusing on the 5 elements of Earth, Jala, Prithvi, Agni, Vayu and Akash, and the technologies around that under My Planet and My Future. So this is another fascinating track that we are developing. And with that, I'll come to my next 2 minutes of talk on Future Makers Conclave. So Future Makers Conclave is a place, visualize, keeping in mind BIC and keeping in mind the speed at which the disruption is happening within India. We talked about from 100 to 1000 unicorns, very much possible. These are the future makers. And what will happen? At BIC, in the biggest hall in India of 20,000 capacity at a time, you will have startup founders in that hall, addressed by the disruptors of yesterday. So you will have 10 world-class speakers giving 10 big ideas, 10 minutes of talk each, addressing 20,000 startups, and we are collaborating with Guinness Book of World Record to make it happen, so that you all are part of this, this creation. And this is that Future Makers Conclave. Just one glimpse at this. And when I think of something, or when we think of something making something as big as this, whom do we depend on? Tell me. TIE. Who else? So it is Madan Padaki who has come forward to say that TIE community would like to collaborate with Government of Karnataka in giving shape to Future Makers Conclave during Bengaluru Tech Summit. So nothing much to add but to say that the theme Futurize is something very positive, very energetic, something that we will make it happen. The future will rise here in Bangalore, and we will be the makers of the future, and we will be the future makers. And with that, we will invite more than 30 countries to participate. Excellent response we are getting from all across this beautiful venue. We are taking the entire Bangalore International Exhibition Center. We are talking to Metro to help us facilitate easy transport and easy connectivity. There is going to be a large exhibition. We have kept the target of 1,200 exhibitors this year participating. And the reason is very simple. The kind of business that happens here, you will not get this opportunity again. So once again, I would just like to conclude my talk by saying that we all talk about the Karnataka's ecosystem. We all talk about the COEs, the startups, the investors, the legacy companies, government, and whatnot. These are the 3 days where you see all of them truly coming together. This is the melting pot. This is the moment. This is where the world comes together. And it would be a pity if your calendar is already blocked for something else. I would urge you to change that and make sure that 18th, 19th and 20th November, you all are there in whichever way you can participate in this event and make this event a grand success, because it is not somebody else who's going to do it. It is we all together who are going to do this. Of course, huge media campaign is planned as always, which will support us in taking the message across the world with a strong commitment that BTS will be, already is and continue to be India's most green event, moving towards net zero in the next couple of years. And of course, all this happens because of great partners like this, whether national or international organizations who come forward to support us, and all the media that helps us. So this is the last slide I would like to leave behind in your mind, that we are going to make this happen. 60 nations, each and every corner of India, 36 states and union territories, 1,200 exhibitors, 100 sessions, 600 world-class speakers, 15,000 registered delegates, 1,000 plus investors, whether family offices, angel investors, VCs, 5,000 business meetings, 20,000 plus startup founders during Future Makers Conclave, and overall 100,000 attendees. That is the big goal that we have, because we said, let's disrupt Bengaluru Tech Summit.
Indeed, a total spectrum of what awaits us at BTS. I invite Shri Sanjeev Keskar to please step up on stage and offer a memento as a token of gratitude to our speaker, Jagdish Patankar. Thank you so much for all the shares and the fact that it's moving from the familiar Bangalore Palace grounds to BIEC. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also urge you to take a look at the stalls that are outside, because there are many innovators and disruptors in the making there as well. Thank you once again to the speaker who just addressed us. And